Okay, and we are live. Hey guys, this is John, and welcome to Titled Tuesday, a tradition unlike any other. It is Tuesday, November 10th, 2020. First game fired up right here against CM Naruto Smith. Let's go. Let's try to start out on a good note here, guys. Facing the London system. I need to play in the style of my most recent using the clock as a weapon video. If I could do that, that would be phenomenal. So, I'm very familiar with this setup. This is essentially a Queen's Gambit Declined exchange reversed in many situations in terms of the pawn structure. So let's keep the moves going. Greetings to everyone in the Twitch chat, and to those of you watching in the future on YouTube, hello. Let's play Bishop F5. White can play Queen B3 here. Okay, White just chooses a pretty tame option. Let's go Bishop D6. We're going to get some trades here more than likely. Not the most exciting position. I have the option of Knight GE7. Let's actually play that. Usually I would go Knight F6, but given the way White has developed, it's not necessary to go there. Hello. Once again, I have my notifications off today, guys. Just going to try to focus. So thanks in advance to all of you on Twitch. If you subscribe or gift bits, I will acknowledge them in between rounds. But I just wanted to say thank you in advance if anyone does that. But I think it helped my focus last time, even though it wasn't truly reflected in my score. But great to have everyone here. Okay, maybe Knight F5 now. Looks decent. Maybe I can reposition this knight to D6. Yeah, and the knight coming into C5, how much do I care about that? I can always just play B6 at that point. So let's play Knight D6. Maybe I gotta watch out for Knight G5 a little bit, but no, okay. So let's play B6. And A5, all right. So White's trying to make a little bit of progress on the A file. I think I'm gonna sidestep here, Queen B7, just to guard the A6 square a little bit. Maybe we'll have a trade and then possible Queen A6, which does tactically work out for White. The rook on C1 is defended by this knight, so I can't take B4 or something. I could play rook A8 here, though, and we're looking at a bunch of exchanges. Is there any way I can prevent that? Maybe I trade and play rook B8? That might not be so bad. I want to stick my knight on B5, I think. Let's unclear if that achieves anything. Let's just play rook A8. Used a bit of time there, but I think it's fine. The position is pretty stable. You like this shirt? Had to have it match the board, right? I changed up the board theme for today. I saw Yevgeny Shtembuliak. He's a streamer, former world junior champion, who I played over the board before. He was using this board theme, and I kind of liked it. So I copied him. Knight F3. Let's go here. If he jumps into E5, I think I can trade in Knight E4, perhaps. Target this pawn. Could also play Knight C4. Looks good. Okay, yeah, I should have a bit of an edge here. Maybe he'll start bringing his king up. But I want to look for tactical shots. Like, I can almost take... maybe taking is decent, actually. Or Knight B5 first. Let's take... Now, he must take with the rook. Taking with the knight allows knight takes b4. Okay, so let's go here now. Attack this pawn. Plays his rook in, so he's playing actively. Okay. Could take c3. Whose pawns are stronger at that point? It's a little hard to judge. I'm going to go here. And then maybe bring my king over. It's probably going to force him to play defensively, at least for now. Okay. I have a little trap. I'm going to see if I can lure him into this, guys. Oh, it doesn't work, though. It's too bad. All right. Well, let's just bring the king over. I was hoping to play this, but he can take with the king, so I can't get knight takes b4 in. So in that case, let's just bring the king. I think your rook is going to be trapped, sir. Rook a4, b5. Got all these squares covered. That's a funny situation. Okay, let's go here. Still trapped. Now he has to play rook a5 or rook a6. Rook a5 probably. Oh, he sacks the knight instead. Okay, take. Let's go for e5. Little breakthrough. I can take that. Thought I could take that. I think it's still fine. Take here. Always stressful this Title Tuesday, guys. You might think you're winning, but the Title Tuesday gods may say otherwise. Let's go here. Reposition a little bit. Give him a check on this file. Okay. This is now looking good. Let's not fall asleep at the wheel. Let's bring this over. Attack his pawn. Threatening mate. Okay. Should be able to wheel the knight around now, and that's a win. All right. Well, I was a little concerned when rook d7 was a threat right here. I missed this resource that he's actually threatening check followed by taking my knight. But knight b8 covers everything. Just thinking if there's a cleaner way here. Yeah, it'd be nice to just be able to take this, but check, and then he's going to drive away my king from the knight. Oh, hey, dude, Belgian Novice, just gifting 10 subs. Thank you so much, Belgian. Cheers, my friend. Gifting to OG Korshan, Obsidian Potato, Spencer, Weeder, Sastor Sam, The Bum Stuffer, Larzinho, Tomhas, Square Deck, and Fessenmeyer. Ooh, thank you very much. Oh, 95. Guys, why can I not see Night Forks? I've been missing a ton of Night Forks recently. That's not even a hard one to find. I'm staring at the position and I'm talking about it and I can't find it. I'm sure many of you guys can relate. I was so focused on this threat. Knife e5. You know the YouTube commenters already said this in the future. They're just like castigating me in the chat. Well, thank you, Belgian. Let's see who's in this Title Tuesday. I saw some heavy hitters. We'll pull up a game here. Thanks to Otis86 for the 100 bits, by the way, and Zap Brand for the 400 bits. Zap Brand had a very nice message. Says, just wanted to show my support. I watch all your YouTube vids, never able to catch a stream as I live in Asia. Thank you for your content. Well, thank you for watching in Asia. Cheers. Also, Tomonome, subscribing 11 months from Tomonome, says, are you ready for our 1-year anniversary? I think that's the paper one. For sure, I'm going to take you out for a nice dinner, Tomonome. Nah, you deserve better than that. Measuring Cups, thanks for the 2 months. And Neil Wang, thanks for the 16 months. Speaking of longtime subscribers. Hope you're doing well, Neil Wang. All right. Well, aside from completely missing that Night Fork, I think I played a pretty good game there. This is the last game of the round. How does White win? White needs to get their knight to f8 to win this. Knight g6 to win this pawn. Go after the base of the pawn chain. Hello, Ricardo. Also, Daft Matt. Everyone tuning in. Wait, why didn't White not take that pawn? Were there any tricks there? I don't think so. Maybe he's just taking his time. Knight f4. He's going to wheel back around and then take. We might see bishop and knight versus king checkmate here, guys. We'll see if White's willing to do it. I think he's going to try to win otherwise to avoid having to demonstrate this technique. Okay, then he could have pushed the pawn right there. That is nerve-wracking, having to do bishop and knight versus king when the entirety of the Untitled Tuesday field is watching you. Again, this is the final game of the round, I think. This game's probably over with. So I feel for this Denis Popov. I know how to do the checkmate. I've never had to do it in practice, but I've practiced it on my own. But I've never had it in an actual game. Otis86, thanks for another 100 bits. This is more MJB for the next rounds. Yeah, I had my Starbucks today. It's a nearly full Venti Blonde Americano, or Venti Blonde coffee. So I should be good to go today, guys. Are we going to get it? He doesn't want to push the pawn. He really is trying to avoid that. The only other plan is to run an interference. But that's... Oh, okay, well, black just blundered it. Knight e7 would have won the bishop. Oh, okay. Denis Popov did not have to demonstrate the technique. He's probably breathing a sigh of relief. Maybe he could have done it. You never know. It's entirely possible, as Joe Rogan says. All right, let's go. Come on, guys. Let's get a good first half of this tournament going. I think in my last Title Tuesday, I didn't play so well in the first half of the event. So, let's rock this. All right. Let's play Knight f3. I seem to have success with Knight f3 and c4. Actually, I think of all the first moves that I start with, Knight f3 and c4 I have the best winning percentage with. So, okay, here we're very likely to transpose to some d4, d5 stuff if I play d4, but I'm going to play g3. See if we can avoid that for now. Ooh, that's an interesting approach right there. Let's go here. b6, very interesting. Okay, now I'm going to try to establish some stuff in the center. Okay. e4 runs into knight f6, so I might want to prepare that a little bit. Yeah, let's play rook e1. And I would expect black to try to strike back at the center with a c5 type move. I'm a little bit better developed, though, so black does have to be careful. Okay, knight a6, interesting. Let's play bishop f4. Hello to Featherlight in the chat. Okay, c5 is played. Now, I could try d5 here if I wanted. It's a little shaky in terms of whether I'll be able to keep that pawn eventually. Nah, it's probably not a good idea in this instance. Okay. Yeah, it looks a little too shaky. Maybe queen e2 followed by rook d1. That would be interesting. Let's try that. We'll see if black is interested in maybe sacrificing her queen. C takes d4, rook d1, d takes c3. Possible continuation. If bishop c5 here, I'll play bishop e5. So it'll be interesting if she does this. I'll pre-move this just in case. Okay, no queen sack. Now knight takes looks pretty natural. If bishop a6, I should have stuff. This alignment is favorable, so black almost has to play something like this now. I can jump into b5 perhaps. The bishop a6 is still a concern. I could play e5 if I wanted. e5 might be the way to go. What other moves make sense here? b4 maybe? I think I like this one the best. And if bishop a6, I can play queen e3 and escape the pin and threaten knight c7 or maybe e5. So let's do that. Okay. Let's try this. See if I can induce a capture, and then I want to win that light square bishop if possible. Looks nice. And if rook e8 is played instead of the capture on d6, I might be able to play knight e7. No, it doesn't work tactically. Maybe. That's unclear. I might be able to play knight c7. Bishop takes d6. Knight takes a8. And the bishop will be hanging on d6. Also, I'm threatening knight takes b6. Thank you to Phil B and John Millett, by the way. I do see your subs. Both of you guys said good luck. Thank you very much. Okay, so this should be excellent now. Wow, sharp stuff. Take here and then come back and take the knight. That would be my default thing to do here, so I'm going to play that, I think. Okay, takes back with the queen. I feel like e5 is the move here, guys. I'm going to try this. I know my knight is hanging, but I think I want to open this position while it's a little shaky for black, and I'm up material. Let's take. If takes here, I take here. And if rook takes a2, I saw I can take here, which I would think is quite good for me. I mean, maybe black can do something like this and somehow survive on the back rank. Not sure. Well, maybe I'm taking some risks with this. I don't know. This pawn doesn't really help me mate, to be fair. Okay, what's going on here? Check and then here. Rook d2 doesn't work tactically. That is a bummer. Can I go here maybe? This is a weird situation. Man, I really blew this. I totally blew this game. Yeah, now this is dead losing. I almost flagged there too. I'll try to fight. 94. Look for stalemates, maybe? There's like stalemating ideas, but nothing. Because I always have my G-pawn, is the problem. Still, I'll try to stay in the stalemating zone, at least. Check. I think she's going to go attack the D3, the F3 pawn, eventually. Okay, I have one more trick, guys. Rook takes F3. My trick didn't work. Rook takes F3, I was going to play Rook G7. Even that's not a stalemate. Again, I have the G-pawn. Good game, good game. Yeah, she found some nice ideas there. I think my idea of taking on F6 was bad. Like right here, this idea of playing E5 and then taking on F6 just looks like a poor decision in hindsight. I thought this pawn on G7 would have to be captured, but actually black can just ignore it. I didn't realize that when I embarked on this idea. Innovative Panda, thank you for subbing. 15 months. Yeah, I think I might be in trouble at this point because the pawn on B2 and black having the knight that can work in. Yeah, she did very well to fight back there. And here, this is an annoying situation because there's all these knight forks possible, guys. Like, Rook D2, someone was asking about that. That's the move I originally thought I had, but I think there's this in reply. And if I take here, there's a knight fork. If I take here trying to trade, she takes with check and defends through the rook. So I just lose everything. And yeah, this one is meant by check or take first and then check. So there's no good move here, I think, at this point. Black is threatening knight b3, so I can't bring my king closer. That's why I played, what did I do, rook c8 here? It's really annoying on chess.com how you have to go all the way back through the move list to find the place that you were just analyzing. That's one bug that I hope they fix. Yeah, right here. That's why I played rook c8. So I would at least be able... Oh, no. But actually, black can still do this. This is still working. As is knight d3. Look at this. This is how I'm plagued by these knight forks here. Take, check on this square now. It's just like a fork on 3 different squares. My king might possibly occupy the worst square here. So that was even a more direct win. Hello, Chestosterone. Sorry to hear that. Said they're going through a tough time. But my positive attitude is always a welcome addition to a dragging day. Well, thank you very much. Here, let me take a quick peek at that. Probably the next round's going to start any second, but E5 was probably overambitious. Okay. Well, I lose and I get a Grandmaster. Ketty Grant. That's Title Tuesday for you. Tricky nights indeed. All right, let's play Scandi. We know to go to old reliable when we've taken an L. GW, thank you for subbing. Okay. In the previous Title Tuesday, I had this position so often. I had this many, many times. The reverse Swiss gambit, you lose, you get paired up. Still very early in this tournament. I'm optimistic. Let's go here. Now, which way to castle? That's always a question in these positions. Let's see what white does. A lot of times people already at this point start thinking about, well, what happens if they play bishop g4 or, okay, queen e2. I'm thinking castle queenside here. Yeah, because I'm already in a position to threaten this or this. So this ought to be quite good for me already. I don't think what white is doing is good here. So let's try this. Yes, the queen can look a little claustrophobic over here. But I played this variation already many times in the past few months, and that happens. Okay, now I'm just winning a pawn. Looking for any sort of tricks, but now this is just a straight up pawn. We're probably going to have mass trades and white playing rook d1 at the end. That would be my guess. No. Okay. Well, I can't fork here. There is a bishop. I could play knight e4, maybe. But white takes on d4. Knight f5 is an option. Knight f5 might be the thing to do here. Knight e4 is pretty tempting, though. Wow, I'm actually seeing some interesting tactics if I go for that. On knight e4, what am I talking about? Knight e4, this is going to have to happen. Then I take here, take f1. Knight e4, take d4. Knight takes g3, take b6, take f1. Bishop d4. I have c5 at the very end of that. And I think material-wise I'm doing all right. Let's do this. This is one of these long thinks that I'm trying to avoid, but the next several moves could be forced if white takes, so. And getting a pair of bishops off would be pretty helpful here. Now I'm even looking at knight e2. Knight e2, bishop takes. Take. Nah, it's probably not worth all that trouble. Let's just take. No, that drops a piece. Don't do that. Just play the position up a pawn. No worries, John. Maybe king b8 coming up, just to avoid tricks. If ever there's a bishop takes e6 move, let's say. Yeah, let's do that. Get some stuff off the board. Okay, queen g5. Wow. Let's go here. If take d2, there was queen takes d8. Okay, still looking very good for me. Just got to stabilize. Oh. As I proceed to drop a piece. Wow. I can't believe how I play sometimes, guys. Amazing. Just got to make fast moves now. Now I'm probably going to get mated almost. My opponent loses on time. Wow, I actually won that game. Talk about an undeserved victory. I can't believe I just botched this position. I started thinking so long, but I can't believe that there's ideas here that I have to constantly watch out for. Like, it took me a full probably 15 seconds. How long did I spend on that? How long did I spend on that move? Move 22. Yeah, I spent 16 seconds there. It took me a full 10, 15 seconds to appreciate that this just loses to this. Like, I was staring at this and I couldn't believe it. I was trying to bend the rules of chess to my will here, that this was not actually just mate. That I had just taken a rook, white sacks her queen for a rook, and then I'm getting mated. But no, I at some point had to accept reality, and then I proceeded to blunder a knight a few moves later. The time bars are cut off? Really? Like the point? The tenths of a second? Galadian, thank you for subbing. Or gifting a sub, rather, to Spooky Mulder. Oh, you guys can't see the bars over here. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Sorry about that. I hope you meant, I'm glad that you didn't mean the time during the game. I think I cropped it that way to show the Title Tuesday standings when I pull them up. So it looks nice and... Oh, you can't even see the scores here. Wow. Yeah, actually, that's bad. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. That's going to be annoying, isn't it? Maybe I'll try to do it on the break, actually. Yeah, I'll try to fix it on the break. So my knight gradually got destabilized on the d4 square. That was the issue there I was grappling with. I mean, c5 is probably not a good solution here. But also if I play a move like a6, guys, she can play queen takes d8 and get 2 rooks for the queen. So, tricky stuff. And Galadian says, an undeserved victory deserves a gift. Well, thank you very much. We're on 2 out of 3. It's been very sloppy so far, but I'm on 2 out of 3 after that flagging. I don't know if she had connection issues in that last game or what, but... All right, another Scandi. Let's go. I'm getting good positions with this opening. So I'm just laughing because you guys are exposed to so many Scandies, but I think I got to keep playing it. Two out of three looks about right. Yeah, I'd agree with you. Okay, now knight d5 is the threat, so we're going to play queen b6. Okay, let's play e6. Now bishop e3 is a challenging move here. White can also castle. Hello, Tom. This is Forgot About TT. Don't worry, we got a long ways to go. This is an 11-rounder, guys. Okay, so white just castles. Let's play bishop e7. And king h1. Okay, so sidestepping. But I can already think about playing c5 here. Or just castle and then go for c5. Let's play c5 directly. All right, see you later, handles. Okay, white burning some clock here. Ends up taking. Let's take with the queen. Attack this bishop. I don't think I should have any problems here now. Any theoretical issues in this position. I would think about queen e1 and maybe sending the queen over here. White's going to put the knight on e4 instead. Also a decent plan, I think. Let's maybe go bishop c6 so I can control this square a bit better. And we're going to organize this way. Knight bd7 coming up. Now let's go here. Hello, Jonathan Huber. Okay. Step over here. Antieta, I see your question. I'm not going to answer improvement questions right now just so I can concentrate. But maybe on a future stream. Definitely on a future stream. But need full concentration in these games as much as I can muster while streaming. Let's go. Maybe even bishop c5 is decent here. Let's do that. Might be rook e5 if I play that move. I think rook e5. I can always play my queen back. Should be fine. Okay. So, in the middle game now, I like my position. I can take this bishop if I want, but I can also just leave it hostage for the time being. I might be a tiny, tiny bit better here. And I'm looking good on the clock, so we like that. All right, let's take now. And it might be time to make a luft move around my king, something like h6. Let's play that. Also thought about g6, but I want to leave this square covered in case white does stuff like that. Let's take. Queen here, maybe? Hit this pawn. Check, I take it. Also, there could be f5 ideas in the future. Okay, so is white just sacrificing this pawn? Where's the beef here? I don't see it. I like my pawns, so let's go for it. Now, white's just getting low on the clock, I think. That's probably why they played that. They missed it. All right, this is my game, guys. Focus. Okay. Let's just play a logical looking move. Get white to make a concession. Give me the file. Okay. I think I will trade. Bring my king up next. Hit this pawn. We're going to make a pass pawn on the outside. Let's take that. Check. And that should be just a win. Let's go here. Play that. And run my pawns. Check first. Can take a2. Okay, he's not doing that. If I go here. This should be winning. As I can take here, check. And then promote. Very important. Okay. Got the job done there. I wonder if white had taken on a2 right away, what was going on. Maybe I was a little cavalier in how I played that. So right here, they need to play rook takes a2. Now, if I do this, I have a draw, no problem. But the issue is, can I win? White's king is in a bad spot, so I can advance these pawns, but I wonder. Let me check that out. And sorry again that the board is a little cut off here. Yeah, rook takes a2 is actually a draw. So maybe I should have taken care of that h-pawn before it became a problem. Wants me to throw in a check somewhere around here. Check and then f3. So I can try to promote with check. Okay. Well, I won't sweat the technique too much. I'm glad I got the victory. I think there might be a break after this, guys, but ooh, Andrew and Hikaru were playing. I saw that right there. I don't know how that game went. I think they're done with now. Let's watch Wonderful. Oh, speaking of bishop and knight versus king, Steven Zierk. He is a very studious guy. I'm pretty confident he knows how to do this checkmate. Hikaru lost. Wow. Okay. Congrats to Andrew. Okay. So Z-Kid is pushing Wonderful Time's king into the correct color corner, and Wonderful Time just resigned here. What method did Steven Zierk, who is Z-Kid here, use? Just looking at this. So Wonderful Time was trying to go for that dark square corner. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Now he had the right method. So the knight controls the h8 square. The bishop controls h7. And black is going to systematically start taking away squares, leading to this h1 corner. Because in this checkmate, you have to checkmate in the same color corner as their bishop. Or as your bishop, if you're the side with the bishop. And you often move the knight in the shape of a W. Doesn't work so well with the chess.com arrows, but quite often the knight would go in this route. You see this, knight e5, knight to g4, controlling the h6 square, not allowing white's king to escape this way. If white had played king h5 here, then bishop f7 check would be the answer. Yep. And you can see the pattern again that the knight took. It went there. Yeah, and now white's down to 2 squares, and he therefore resigned. It's going to be a matter of moves before black sets up the mate. I think we're on break now, so I'm going to go... Well, I'll stick around for a second here. There's maybe one more game left in the round. Oh, Alexander. Okay. A lot of streamers in the mix today. I'm just always paranoid about these breaks, guys. I'm afraid I'm going to get up from the computer, go take my time, make a nice cup of tea or something, come back, and I'll have lost the game. The bathroom gambit, yes. These games are both done. Can anyone confirm that we are, if you're watching any other streams? By the time I confirm it, the break's going to be over. All right, cool. I'll be right back, guys. I'll try to fix this. Well, actually, let me do that now. Okay. Super Notar. Let's play knight f3. 28.59. Good player here. Title Tuesday regular as well. Let's go c3 against this. c3 and d4. Okay, I'm going to go bishop g5. A little Tory action here, guys. Thank you, Beyond Repute. They're liking the streams. Good to hear. Can I take and then take here? Would be interesting. But let's just play knight bd2. I want to avoid these long thinks that I'm often prone to. Yeah, strong I am here, guys. Very good player. Queen e2, stop any bishop a6 business for now. They might still try for that. Kind of looks like it. But let's castle. All right, I'll take and play knight e5. Looking at some knight c6 stuff. Maybe f4 on the way. Yeah, let's go ahead and play f4. I'm debating if I can play f5 on the next move. Okay, black's going to try to force a trade. Well, let's take. Queen b5, f5. All these are moves I'm considering. This looks a little bit shaky to me, but I don't see a way to punish it. Let's play f5. Take. Now, it's a question of whose pawn is going to be weaker here. My pawn on e3 or black's pawn on d5. Let's go here. I'm choosing this square so I can defend the queen. And if takes, I have the option to take in this way. Okay. Jump here. They're looking for knight e4 now. Most definitely. So let's try to activate maybe some knight h5 business. Arguably black can still play knight e4. I think they could. Okay. Let's go here. Play h3. What about e4? Is it possible to do this? I'm going to play this to maybe facilitate e4. I know this idea it just doesn't work. That's a shame. Let's go back. Now knight e4 is a good move. Okay, let's go here. Time. I know, guys. a4. Wouldn't be surprised if black plays a4, though. Goes back. Okay. Yikes. Not good. Lots of good moves here. G6, for instance. Too many good moves. Well, maybe I have a chance. This is weak. Queen h5, possibly. Escape a pin. Now knight e6 and knight takes d5 are threats. Okay, this is not over. h6, queen g6. Let's go for it. I'm going for it. Come on. I'm losing my rook. I didn't see what to do there. Check. Nah, rook check's now winning. Okay. Oh, that rook was hanging. Check. This is a crazy game. Take. Look at this. All this is happening. This is Title Tuesday for you guys. somehow winning now. I think. Oh, man. I think I'm still winning. After all that. Insane. Insane. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is this going to be my tournament today? Is this how it's going to go virtually every game? That was a Scandy swindle and a half. I'm pretty sure I was down to 0.1 seconds or so, down 2 rooks. The queen and the knight, though. The queen and the knight somehow mustered up enough counterplay. I was able to take one of the rooks. I should have taken it right here, first time around. And I was just making moves at this point. My opponent missed mate in 2, by the way, or mate in 3. Check, followed by check on the back rank. Fun. This was just a mouse-moving battle. Thank you guys for the support. Matty Showbiz says Swindle of the Year. Oh. Please do not comment how we missed stuff in this game, guys. Spare us that, please. This game was super, super messy. I mean, I missed so many things, right? Check here, wins the queen. I was just trying to take all the pawns for the most part. I even lost my knight at the end, but it didn't matter. I had a feeling this would probably be winning anyways, but you know, if I promote here, I get mated. H8 runs into rook H2. What an insane game. Yeah, I just went for it with rook takes H6. And I think black found some excellent defensive moves. Rook takes F6. I thought I was inspired. Oh, Alexei Shirov. All right. Speaking of sharp players who are prone to crazy games, this guy is one of the OGs. Oh, let's do this. Former Super Grandmaster, former one of the best players in the world, and still very, very strong. Let's do this. Okay. He's a big semi-Slav guy. Let's play knight c3. What to do? Yeah, he knows the semi-Slav backwards and forwards. Let's take. This is what I recommend in my d4 course. Thank you, Mr. Dermis. I probably missed some sub alerts. This is intense. This is awesome. Thank you, guys. Let's go here. Just trying to calm it down a little bit, you know. Bishop f5 will play rook c1. a3 on the way. That is the Spanish flag. I believe he resides in Spain now. Okay, maybe here. Okay, e3, am I going to run into any knight e4 business? I don't think so. I think it's fine. Let's do this. All right. Just develop. Pretty standard stuff here, guys. Let's take. We like our knights and blitz. Tomonome says, honestly, if you get a swindle against Shirov, I'm going to lose it. Well, I will try. Let's play this. Ideas like this. I'm really glad I streamed today. I've been pretty busy the last couple days, but I'm very glad to be here with you guys. This is fun. Pretty basic plan here. Trying to pump the knight in, or maybe b5 at some point. But b5 I have to prepare a little bit more because a3 is kind of loose. Okay, knight goes back. Maybe he wants to put his knight on b5. Oh, he actually wants to put the knight here eventually. That's a great square for the knight if he can get it there. So, yeah. What will I do about that? Let's do this. I have a plan. Knight b5, I think I'm going to play knight c3. And on this, I think I'm going to go ahead and play e4, break in the center. I'm taking on an isolated pawn to do this, but I think I have to get some play. The knight on d6 is an excellent piece in these structures, guys. As if all the squares it controls. Okay. This is interesting too. Plays a5. Rook c5 maybe. Let's try it. Hit this pawn. He's going to sack that. Okay. All right, all right. I see you, Alexei. Let's do this. Queen b2 now. Queen b3, there's rook a3, so stepping here seems wise. Now, whose pawns are better here? I think his plan is predicated on trying to keep this pawn. If he loses that pawn, I'm going to be better. Slappy Bag Owen, thank you for subbing. Yeah, he's going to put his bishop back on e7. All right, focus. It's a good move. Trying to figure out how I can muster up some play against this without my rook getting weird. Let's go rook f5. Play g3. Get rid of the back rank threat at least. I might just be able to play f6 here. I'm not sure. I was thinking queen check. Plays g6. Okay. My rook's really asking for it here. He can trap my rook now. Bishop e7. Thing is, I don't know if he wants to. Let's bring this over. Because this pawn does become loose if he plays that. To be fair. Let's attack. G5 is going to be good. That's going to be tough to defend. Guess I'll try for a swap. Rook d3 is probably a good move here. He's playing all the good moves, guys. I don't know if I can swindle Shirov. I will try. I will try, certainly. Okay, there's a couple things to think about. If he goes here, I have a check. Here? My only shot. Oh, move, John. Yeah, check is winning. GG. Let's resign. Nice game, Alexei. Couldn't get it done. Lost that one. Oh, stay on page. Yeah, just got outplayed there by the former elite player. And again, still very, very strong. Don't take these guys lightly, even though I use the word former. In the 90s, he was one of the best players in the world. And, you know, your chess talent and your prowess for the game doesn't diminish with age all that much for many of these guys. So, yeah, I felt a little uncomfortable when he found this plan of bringing the bishop back to e7. Queen b7 is just a really good move here. I don't see a good solution. I mean, I thought about playing rook b5, bishop e7, and then even taking, but I don't think I can justify it. I'm certainly worse. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, the engine shows a slight edge for black here. It wants me to play e4. I never quite got something going on the king side. I had a feeling this was highly speculative. I was trying to target f7, maybe play queen here at some point, but there's always b3. I think he handled the position excellently. Did I have any swindling chances later? Yeah, almost certainly not. g5, this is a good pattern to know, guys, where there's a queen pin going on, and there's a g-pawn advancing against that pin knight. Impossible to prevent. Juho says he just steadily pressed forward with great accuracy. Agreed. Agreed. Engine wants me to play knight c5, knight b5, a4, or rook fe1 here. Okay. Yeah, again, I thought the knight was headed for d6, but maybe I can play b5 here and try to weaken this structure nonetheless. Looks about equal. Next round, another Grandmaster? Yep, very possible. All right. Any games we can take a look at here? This is Grandmaster Nordirbek Abutasarov. He just lost in the Speed Chess Championship to Wesley So, but a very strong young player. Trying to win this drawn ending. Thank you, Abhishek. Yeah, I have both of Shirov's books over here. Let's see if I can get them. Man, this is the OG book. Fire on Board. Isn't that a cool cover? You got the burning chessboard. It's nice. But yeah, great book. Alexei Shirov. What year was this published? And then there's Fire on Board 2, which I didn't like as much, but it's still a great book. This talks a lot about his early years in chess. There's a special section in this book, guys, on the semi-Slav. And I think the Botvinnik variation in particular. It's one of the sharpest lines of the semi-Slav. And that's a really cool section. And, you know, of course, that's an opening that is dominated by computer theory nowadays. But still very, very interesting. So, yeah. Highly recommend this book. If you like autobiographical or even semi-autobiographical sort of books, you'll love this book. Mikhail Tal's book is another one like that. His Life and Games. One of my favorite chess books. Sturdy Boots, thanks to the 200 bits. Maybe I can catch up on some of the alerts here. Cash Your Dreams, thank you for subbing 24 months from Cash Your Dreams. That is 2 years. Thank you very much. That's a long time, my friend. Glad you're tuning in all these months. Leafy Eye with the 1,000 bits. Oh, Leafy Eye 90. Thank you, Leafy. Really appreciate that. 1,000 bits. That was 8 minutes ago. All right. I'm playing Wonderful Time. Let's go. Strong player here. Another one. The hits keep on coming, guys. But that's why we play this tournament. Good luck to Wonderful Time. He's won Title Tuesday before, I believe. Okay. I am Min Lee. Very strong. Almost a Grandmaster. I almost called him a grandmaster. Okay, let's just take. We're playing an exchange variation. I occasionally get recognized in public. It's happened like twice. So really, hardly at all. But yeah, it has happened. How do I want to play this? Queen e7? Or takes first? I think takes first, actually. Take an h6. Okay. Let's go queen d6. And we'll see if white castles or not. He does castle. Yeah, sometimes they try to play these positions without castling. Some sort of bishop b1, queen d3, try to attack your king, but this is pretty standard. Okay. Let's go here. A big debate in these structures is whether you want to play e5. I'm not going to play that yet or really think about it yet, but it is possible. Okay. Let's play a6. He's probably going to put a rook over. Okay, does that. See, now I might think about playing e5. This would be a decent circumstance to do it if I'm going to do it. I could also just bide my time and do what he's doing, doubling. Yeah, let's double. Now, if knight a4, there is knight takes d4. Nice little tactical trick with the bishop here. That's one advantage of having the bishop on d7, even though it's blocked in. Okay. Let's play this here. Some prophylaxis. I don't want that bishop to be hit if he ever gets this in. But still, this runs into this. Okay, he's maneuvering. Let's do the same. I think this is basically level. May trade and play queen here in the end, yep. Let's go a5. Okay. Play a solid move. Maybe this in the future. Yeah, let's go here. Not allowing any queen invasion. Might not even have been a threat, but not going to allow it. Yeah, he's really not doing much in this position. He's just kind of waiting. Let's go here. H5, H4 maybe? Let's try it. Don't want to give up this square quite yet, so I'm just going to wait for the time being. Terrible decision on my part. Losing a pawn. Yeah, now I lose this. Yeah, I kind of gradually just lost steam there. Still not super simple for him to win. Just because of his pawns being locked up. Now it probably is, though. Let's check here. Yeah. Too much. Wonderful time is too strong. Let's resign. I lost on time, but yeah, I think I cracked at some point. These are the type of games I like to win from the white side. But I think around here I started losing the thread. I probably put too many pawns on light squares. Oh, there's people in the chat. All right, we gotta ban people. Yeah, people are in the chat spamming stuff. So we're just using the ban hammer. Yeah, Min is very strong. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. But yes, we'll continue banning people if necessary. Okay. So I wonder if I could have played that a bit more directly on the king side at some point. That was the one thing that crossed my mind, because I had all these pawns up here. But the thing about this type of structure, guys, as soon as I advance one of the pawns, it does create a weakness. So playing g4, you saw how white got into the f4 square in the future. So that's double-edged. And Min is very good at these positions. I've seen him play them a lot, where he goes for favorable piece trades, plays endgames really well, trades down. Yeah, I think practically speaking, this is a tough position. My minor pieces are just a lot worse than White's. So in hindsight, I kind of regret pushing G4. I wish I would have waited a little bit and played something like that. And then maybe gone with the original plan, which was H4. After I pushed G4, I didn't play H4 because I thought it would weaken my position too much. I don't think I counted this result right. 4 out of 7. All right, here we go. Chess salary. Let's play C4 in this game. Thank you, Austin, for subbing with Twitch Prime. Cheers, Austin. Also, Niall Homer. Thank you guys so much. Up and down day today. Let's take. Hi, Shamgar. Good to see you. Okay, bishop G5. Wait a minute. Take, he's playing what? Queen D7? Oh no, you can just take C2, I guess. Okay, fair enough. It's just a unusually direct way to play. Okay, let's just play Queen C1. E3. Some tough opponents indeed. I think my rating is basically the same. I don't care about rating hardly at all, but decent way to track the strength of your opponents in a longer tournament like this. Okay. Let's castle. Take. This knight looks a little misplaced. Has nowhere to go. This is the same structure that Min had against me. Play A3. A5 looks logical here, stopping B4. He's going to allow me to do this. What is he planning here? I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go ahead with my plan. This looks very solid. There's no rook takes E3 or anything to worry about yet, so just continue with the minority attack. Knight A4. Okay, I can think about bishop A6 here, or maybe queen C3. Let's go queen C3. We'll see if he wants to push C5, which will eventually make a weak pawn on D5. He does play that. Okay. Let's take. Take. All right, I'll play this with you. Queenless middle game. Let's do this. And I might want to hop on the B file coming up, like rook FB1. Let's say he goes bishop D7. Maybe rook FB1. Yeah. I'm using this rook. I want to keep this rook guarding the A pawn. At least for now. This is my type of position. Doubles, okay. Let's go ahead and play this. Maybe bishop f3 in the future, trying to attack. He needs to activate this knight. Okay. Let's go here. Some rook symmetry going on. Okay, now bishop f3 seems very annoying for him here. If I take, he's taking here. That should be clear. So here... yeah. Now I am threatening to take. When he takes here, this. But he's going to play some move that disallows that. He's probably just going to have to give up this pawn. Knight e7. Never mind. Didn't even see that. Okay, let's take this one and then go rook c5. I'm still trying to work against that pawn. Bishop e6, maybe here. Still annoying for him. Rook a6 coming. Or maybe knight here even. Knight here is a threat. Ooh, check. Man, there's a lot of ideas here. What to do? Let's go knight here. Place that back. Okay. I'm going to repeat once. And now let's go here. Okay, up a pawn. Let's bring this back. Trying to bring this over. Take. Yeah, he wants out this pawn mass. Oh, make a move, John. I'm bringing this over. I don't know. Okay. This is looking like a draw now. I guess I'm okay with a draw. I mean, I kind of have to be at this point, but... Oh, John, what are you doing? I can't believe I played that. I just lost the game. Why did you play knight f1? I mean, actually, am I losing here? Even if I play a4, I might be in Zugzwang already, guys. Wow. I had to go this way with my knight. Here. And then check in the Great Wide Open. But I instinctively kept my knight close to my king and I lost. Is this just losing? Oh no, I can always play king h1, of course. But that gets kind of uncomfortable too. Alright, I can see why with a couple seconds left I lost the game. So the point is, if I take, guys, I run into h2 and I can't stop promotion. Yeah. Yeah, I was up a pawn in that endgame. I had all the chances and I lost. That hurts. Back to my old habits. Ah, so frustrating. I think I achieved an advantage here. I did win a pawn. Maybe I should keep the rooks on. I don't know. Because this ending is actually kind of tough to win. Because my a-pawn is not very mobile. It's just kind of sitting on a3, not doing much. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, I liked my play up until that point. Say right here. I spent a lot of time in this position. Check, and then f4. Ah, I didn't even think about f4. f4 looking for f5. Yeah, this is better for white, but I'm not surprised that I had a hard time winning this. Black's very active. Yeah, their king involved. Yeah, now this. Actually, black's better, despite being down a pawn. Yeah, he made some good decisions there. Taking with the d-pawn. Yeah, I felt like I was scrambling for a draw here. Again, because my pawns are not very advanced. He's actually winning here if he plays this more directly. h4. He allowed my king to slip over. I still can't believe I lost in this final position. King g3. Yeah, king h1. Okay, but knight f1's a pretty natural move to make, mistake to make. Can we agree not to fall in the last couple seconds in the game? I'll try, Juho. They often get attacked by rook pawns, Tomonome, but I think it's just a mobility thing. On g3 or g6, a knight is closer to the edge of the board compared to f3 or f6. So less squares to work with. Yeah, 3 more games left. Not the greatest score. I've lost 3 games in a row now, which you never like to do. Castle queenside. I had won 3 games in a row prior to that. And I faced some good players, to be fair. Alexei Shirov, wonderful time. But this game I should not have lost. That's down to my own mismanagement of the clock. Yeah, and botching this endgame. Thank you, Otis. Some 3 in a row win bits. Yeah, that's happened before. I have ended Title Tuesday with 3 in a row. Nice, Fabio. It's just been up and down. Like, some good positions that have gone against me and vice versa. Some terrible positions that I've won. John, buy the 100 endgames course. I'll consider it. Okay. What's going on with the standings here? Paramov and Dropstone DP. I don't know who Dropstone is. Ah, David Paravian. Okay. Former prodigy. Who's that? Oh, David Navarra. Cool. Anish Giri and MVL are playing. I think we're on break right now. Is this the second break? Yeah, I think all these games are done. Thank you, Chris101. Appreciate the sub. Let me see what I missed here. Sturdy Boots gifted 200 bits a while ago. Thank you, Sturdy Boots. I think we're all caught up otherwise. All right. If we are on break, I'm going to use the bathroom, make some tea, and we'll gear up for the final 3 games. Oh, look at Shirov on 7 out of 8. Crushing it. That could have been me. All right, be right back. All right. Andriy Palchuk. Let's go, guys. Up and down. Let's try to put in some good results here in the last 3 games. Doesn't matter what happened before. Let's play another Scandy. I'm just trying to get as much practice in as possible in this opening. I've been very pleased with the positions I've got out of this, I gotta say. Okay, quick 95. Let's play C6. Go here. Artur Yusupov wrote those books. Grandmaster Artur Yusupov. Let's see if he wants to get aggressive with this. He does. All right. Now, I could play bishop e4. I could play bishop g6, although he's typically going to try to crowd me if I do something like that. Let me just think for a second. If bishop g6, h4. Yeah, h6. Let's go here. Let's do that. I'll offer to give up the bishop pair and kind of contend that this pawn is a weakness. If I wanted to prevent this possibility, I could have played something like h6 on my previous move. And then tucked the bishop on h7. Yeah, I think there are 2 of the Yusupov books are on Chessable, I believe. If he plays f3, I'm going to put the bishop on d5. He's thinking a long time here. He could also castle. Wow, okay. Now, let's just develop. Knight back. All right, I'll take. Queen out. I'll probably go for c4. I think he'll try for max space gaining here. Let's do this. I have an unusual idea in mind. h3, knight f8, followed by knight g6. I'm thinking about it. Not sure I have the time to do it, though. Let's just castle first. Because otherwise, he's probably going to blast open the center. So I'll castle. I'm going to keep that maneuver in mind, though, if I move this rook. Maybe this later. Let's play rook fe8. So bishop pair for white, space edge, but very typical Scandy stuff going on, guys. Black has a compact formation. White has a lot of territory, but they have to maintain this territory, and black is relatively free of weaknesses here. Super solid structure. Okay. Aggressive stuff. Further expansion going on. Let's go here. I remember one of my opponents in the previous Title Tuesday did something like this too. All right, let's go ahead and do this maneuver. See how white reacts. Tick-tock. Is he going to take my knight? Let's find out. Okay. I'm going to go here. Looking to slow him down on the king's side. Let's push. Let's do this. Making some inroads. He stalled out a bit in his attack. I don't think he's going to pursue that attack anymore. So let's go after that pawn. Now, I could take a4. I could also keep the tension and play like rook e to b8 here. I'm kind of leaning towards that. Let's do that. There's a lot for him to think about here. And I'm just going to try to threaten this on the next move. I control the a3 square with my bishop. Very helpful. Take it. It's going to counterattack. Okay. Yeah. Let's take... Gambling a bit with this. But I'm trying to argue that this pawn will be weak in the end. Got to take, though. He can go rook b7. Fortunately, he didn't play that. Here? Okay. He has ideas. This might be a draw now. Yeah. I didn't really see how to play this for a win. I wanted to take on d4, but he has counter arguments. If I do this, guys, he has king d3. Annoying. Otherwise, take c5. Maybe I go into a pawn-up position here. Something like rook d8, rook a4, then take and scoop this, and it's probably still a draw, but I can try to win. Yeah, that kind of fizzled, didn't it? I was trying to keep the queens on, but I didn't see a good way to do that. Maybe I rushed queen takes a4 even here. Yeah, in hindsight, maybe I could play some useful move, or maybe even stab on the king side, g5 or something. I do have a big time advantage at this point, but all right. And I couldn't keep the rooks on here. Keeping both rooks on would be very helpful, but couldn't do it. You're proud of my time management? Well, thank you. All right, let's take a look at a game. Jeffrey Zhang. Probably in a drawn ending here. Oh, okay, now he's playing for the win. This might be losing for black. Oh, yeah. 2 connected pawns. That is winning. So he's going to have 8 points. 8 out of 9. Great score. Who else can we look at? Black looks better here. Up a pawn. Much better structure. Active king. Yep, for sure, Fabio. We have a lot of resources on Chessable for players in your rating category. And games, openings, tactics. Maybe you could let me know specifically what you're looking for. Drainlord, 2 minutes ago. Thanks for the 500 bits. This is nice playing, John. I like what I see. All right, well, thank you very much. Yeah, it's been up and down today, Drainlord, but I'm having fun. Lechkov, thanks for the sub. How's Andrew doing? I haven't seen him here. Can't find him in the standings. Eric Hansen on 7 out of 9. Pretty good. Very good, actually. 2 games left in the round. All right. And here we go. Round 10 coming up. Only on 4.5. But that doesn't mean we can't improve it. Have I been following the Speed Chess Championship? A little bit. I haven't been watching the matches in total. But yeah, I've been following it a bit. Okay. Exchange Slav by transposition. Let's play e3. What level is Flores pawn structure book good? I would say 1800 plus, ideally. Maybe a little bit lower, but yeah, 1800 plus. Okay, bishop b4. Let's go bishop b5. Playing a FIDE master from Brazil here. Yeah, I'm talking about 1800 over the board ratings. Let's castle here. Bishop takes c6 is pretty drawish, so. I sometimes play this way in an effort to keep the bishops. Let's do this. Let him think? Yeah. Okay. Queen c5. Queen c5 is kind of interesting, but probably doesn't lead to much. I think I want to move my bishop here. Yeah, let's go bishop f1. Play this. I'm aligned with his rook on the file, but he constantly has to watch me playing queen takes c8 if he moves this knight. He could go knight e7, but I can move away. All right, let's go here. Knight b4. All right, active continuation. Maybe now queen b3, huh? Look for a3 ideas. Well, I'm ahead on the clock. That's a good goal to have for these remaining games. Maybe knight e5 coming up. I do have to watch knight d2, but I'll look out for an opportunity for knight e5. Wow, knight c2. Okay. So if I trade queens, I guess he's going to try for some annoyance on this diagonal later. That's his contention. And if I take here, he takes here. That is clear. So, okay, let's trade and play this over. Okay. This knight is definitely cramping me a bit, but he needs to vacate this knight if he wants to somehow get an attack against b1. So it looks like he's not going to try. Bishop d3, there's knight b4. Maybe bishop b5 here? Ah, then knight d6. Okay. Maybe g4 first. g4, bishop b5. That's the plan. Activating. Might play king f7, something along those lines. Then I can think about a3. That knight may gradually be trapped. Does that, okay. a3 now? Yeah. You can go knight d6. And I have to give up my bishop, it seems. This beautiful bishop I otherwise have. Can also play bishop a4. Bishop a4 is interesting. Might be worth it. Nah, better take this. I'm worried that bishop's going to be out of the game. Let's go here now. And I'm thinking go here next. Yeah, like this. And ask him how he's going to get this knight out. And is my plan now to bring the king over? Perhaps. It's kind of a weird situation. He's going to double. Okay. Yeah, that's possible, isn't it? It's not clear to me what he does at that point even, but all right, I'm just going to rearrange a little bit. His knight is still trapped. I'm going to vacate that file, though, so I'm not sure how to really punish him here. Let's take. Maybe h4? Might be good. Let's try. There's knight e1 at the end. That may be his way out. Knight e1, rook d1. We didn't see it though. Okay, let's go here. All right, I'll take that. Why not? Let's bank it. Can't take it. Okay, now I think he loses. Trade everything down. Go after his pawns. Yeah. All right, we got the win. Tangled game. He really gambled with that knight on c2. I can see why he did it, though, because it was a constant thorn on my side the second half of the game. But the knight did end up being trapped or semi-trapped. He had a way out. He could have played knight e1 after we traded on h4. So this was his opportunity to escape. Hit this. Still looks worse for him, though. Like something like this. And this pawn is hard to guard. Maybe he can get some counterplay against my king. I don't know. All right. Well, 5.5. We'll take it. One game left in the tournament. Oh, let's watch Shirov versus Mama Dyarov. Oh, don't flag Shirov. He flagged. He He might be in trouble in this endgame, but hate to see that. This looks like a Petrov or some sort of, yeah, e4, e5 opening. Will I be trying for GM again, John? Not in the immediate future, Pawnstorm. 98% accuracy in that game? Really? Let me check that out. Yeah, 98 and 94.4. Not such great accuracy in some of these games. Well, reasonable. My game against Super Notar. Somehow we still got in the 70s. I thought that would be lower. Yeah, some high accuracies though. I have one Grandmaster Norm, Paul, so I would need 2 more, and I'd also need to get my FIDE rating above 2,500. I'm about 50 points away. Okay, 2 more games left. And here we go. Last game of the tournament. Yevgeny Shirov. Let's play knight f3. I've been playing this a lot this tournament. But let's do it. Try to get to 6.5. All right, I'm going to do this again. This seems to be frustrating to players. I apologize for yet another exchange slob by transposition, though. Okay, let's go rook c1. Ooh, knight h5. All right, this could get spicy. Now on h6, where do I want to retreat? I have options here. Let's play this one. I'm going to encourage him to come forward. Maybe give up the bishop pair, but again, I don't mind playing with the knights in these sorts of positions. In a blitz game in particular. There are some OTB tournaments going on, I think, but yeah, I mean, largely, no. Okay, bishop d3. So it's a bit of a conundrum for black where to put the king. If they castle, they do have to watch out for stuff on this diagonal. Here, I think it's fine because if I try to play bishop b1, queen d3, there's always f5. So let's play castles myself and maybe work in on the queen side. That is a plan. Let's do it. I wonder if he's going to go g4 and try to gradually attack me down the h-file. He could try. I've seen that plan before. That's sort of what Min Lee, or what I did to Min Lee. Although here, my knight is not able to access f4 so easily. So he does play that. Now, I might want to go here, strangely, for this reorganization that Min did against me, where eventually the knight will come to f4. Actually, for now, let's do this. h4, I think I'll take and play this. Yeah, take g3. I'm just thinking. Yeah. And I want that to kick him out. He's evidently okay with this. But when my king comes to g2 and the rook can swing over, I think I'm looking good. And again, there's weaknesses in the black camp here. So let's do this now. Yeah, kind of have to play this way. Might be nice to keep the queens on, but I think this has to be played. Let's take here. There's also knight b6. Knight b6 is a threat here. Ooh, so he guards that. Okay. Looks a little shaky for him, but maybe he can get coordinated. Knight b6, and then he's going to try to get his bishop over. Think about this. I need a tactical shot right here, but I'm not seeing it. Let's play this. Okay, I'm going to go here. Now I've got some stuff against a6, perhaps. He's covering everything. Okay. Let's just bring up the king for now. I'm holding off. Wow, he's going to go for this. Okay, I did see this possibility, but I thought knight b6 would be a good reply here. Knight b6, just calculating, seeing if my rook gets trapped in the corner. Don't think it should, though. Or my knight, rather. Yeah, let's do this. So if rook b8, I can take, and then take f5. Time, though. Oh, I could have taken on d5 too, maybe. He takes on d4, I guess, in that case. Okay. Tricky business here. So let's take. For here, I take here. Take a pawn. And let's go pick off that pawn on b7. This feels winning, but he has an a pawn. Man, I'm threatening rook d7 here. Accuracy required, always. I honestly shouldn't even say like certain positions look winning, guys, because this is Title Tuesday. Like anything can happen, as we've seen. a5, I'll go rook b5. Attack it. Okay, take check. Go check. Start advancing. Here next, hit the knight. This will be another pawn. He can take, that's fine. Just keep his king cut off now. 2 pawns up, easily winning. This I know how to win, guys. With the enemy king cut off. All right, he resigns. Oh, all right, so I do win the last 2 games to get to 6.5. That seems to be my number in these 11-round tournaments. I think I scored this same score last time. Is this among the 100 endgames you must know? This one is too easy for white. Yeah, with the enemy king cut off. There are some positions where it's 2 pawns against none, but 2 connected pawns, are almost always winning. 2 connected pawns and a rook against a king and a rook, almost always winning. There are some blockade scenarios. If the pawns are disconnected, like a F and an H pawn in particular, there are drawing chances. But yeah, this is overwhelming with black's king, unable to participate. And even if they were, it would be winning. Did I miss a fork again? Oh, I'm sure. There were a lot of moves missed in this tournament, guys. Let's see if we can watch any of the decisive games here. Looks like a lot of the important games are over. Thank you, Fedez. Another game with 98% accuracy? Really? Cool. I like to hear that. Yeah, when you play these long end games where it's not very tactical, it is possible to get pretty high accuracy. Yep, 98. 98, 98 with decent time management to round it out. Although actually, I don't know if my time management was decent here, but the position was stable enough where it didn't matter much. Chess King Kong, thanks for the 100 bits. Says thanks for the entertainment. My pleasure. Thank you for watching. How did any of the other streamers do? Any notable results? I saw a ton of people were streaming this Title Tuesday. I don't see Andrew streaming, though. I wonder if he ended up quitting the tournament. I see Gotham Chess, Botez, Rosen, Krekor, one of the chess bras. I assume it's Eric. Yeah, must have been Eric because we saw him there earlier. Eric got 6.5 as well. Eric Rosen, that is. Eric Hansen, 9 out of 11? Really? Wow, that's an excellent score. Yeah, 9 out of 11. Look at that. Congrats to him. That's a phenomenal score. Very well done. I'll take a look at that video when he posts it. So congrats to Dropstone. I just clicked out of that, but Dropstone DP did win. David Paravian. I haven't seen him win Title Tuesday before, so that might be the first time. Ranak Sadwani. Congrats to him for the silver. And tied with Z-Kid. They both had 9.5. So Steven Zierk got third. Very well done, Steven Zierk. He's the one who executed that bishop and knight checkmate earlier. And you got a feel for Bokharov or Bocharov. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that. Also scored 9.5 out of 11, but their tiebreaks weren't quite good enough. Levy got 8. Let's see if I can find him. Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, it just changed. But yeah, Gotham Chess, 8 out of 11. Congrats to him, too. Phenomenal score. I don't think I've ever scored above 7.5. 7 or 7.5. I think 7.5 is the highest I've scored in this 11-round version. Okay, I got to run, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Some crazy games. That game against Super Notar was nuts, right? I'm going to replay that one. It's got to be funny to watch it. I had a couple runs. I won 3 games in a row, and then I promptly lost 3 games in a row after that. But then I scored 2.5 out of 3 in the remaining 3. So, hey, what can I say? That's Title Tuesday.